Hi, my name is Katie. I like comics. This is what I read this week. I'm going to go through these comics in the order that Dennis Camp wants you to read them in. So we're going to start with Ultimate Endgame. One thing I absolutely adored about this comic is the art. I've been kind of iffy on the art of the Ultimates. Like, it's passable. It's really good in Ultimate Endgame. One thing I'm looking forward to going forward with the Ultimate Universe is it seems like the month-to-month timeline is now changing. Dennis Camp has been kind of wishy-washy about explaining that on Twitter, which is understandable. He doesn't want to spoil anything. If you've read this, it will probably make sense why. But if you haven't read it, it is due to the Immortus engine and some things that come with the city now being open. That's my theory, at least. And my real love of the week, the Ultimates. This is the beginning of the culmination of Jan's storyline. It is absolutely amazing. As a big Captain America fan who also likes the Invaders, this is what I've wanted them to do with one specific classic character for a long time to make him interesting and differentiate him from his legacy character. That is all I will say. Again, don't want to spoil anything. Read the Ultimates and then read Ultimate Endgame. They're both really, really good. Digitally, I read Eye of the Storm by Charles Soule. I think we should just let Charles Soule and Timothy Zahn write Star Wars from here on out. This was amazing. It was the end of the first era of the High Republic. At the very end of the second issue, it says end of phase 1. No better way to close this out. I truly don't think Charles Soule could have done it in a better way. He also opened it with Light of the Jedi. I love the High Republic. If you think Disney isn't doing good Star Wars stuff, I just don't think you're paying attention. One of the reasons why I like this guy specifically, Marchion Ro, he's just hateful. It isn't like the usual Star Wars villain where they have this very long, complicated reason why they are the way they are, which isn't bad, by the way. I love Yonduku. Marchion Ro just is hateful. He's just a mean, angry, hateful person, and I love that about him. We need something like that sometimes. So yeah, Charles Soule, Timothy Zahn, honestly, Dave Filoni. I know a lot of people give Dave Filoni some flack. I don't know where Star Wars would be without The Mandalorian, with it still running after the sequels ended. I think the sequels could have killed Star Wars if Dave Filoni had not been doing the streaming stuff. And if you were here this long, thank you. Here is your kitty reward.